Well, London, thank you so much. Maybe I should speak with that British accent, and so I'm talking to you, London. So thank you very much, very, very much. I'll tell you what. I've loved your notebook as I've looked at it. You have been wonderful in thinking and coming prepared and asking good questions and acting great in class. And so thank you. And I liked it where you've done your homework and you've looked at rocks and things. You've looked at your object of mystery and you've said what it isn't. That one thing you thought could be an ice pick, that was a good guess. It could be used to dig gold out of rocks. That's a very good guess. And then we learned more. And I loved your cool alien. His food is dirt. He drinks melted ice. He cannot communicate, cannot live here. I don't remember if he eats brains. I think he eats dirt. That's right. So good. I'm glad he doesn't eat brains. And then I like how you wrote about and showed what it would look like if there's no gravity. That is wonderful. You're really thinking, and your brain is turned on and questioning. Then I see alligators here. And so you haven't told me that alligators is a real interest of yours. So now I love all your wonderful questions, and we need to talk about them more. So now I see the alligators. Yeah. So why does it get dark so early in the winter? We will talk about that. We're supposed to be understanding the planets more, so maybe we'll make sure people understand that, because it's all based on the Earth and the fact that the Earth's tilted on its axis. And we'll tell you more about that as we go along. How electricity works. I'll tell you this, don't get shocked, because that hurts. I was shocked when I was a carpenter one time. I was on a roof, and I got electrocuted, and I was sliding off the roof, and then it quit. And I was okay that it didn't fall off, but it was fun. And why are alligators are so deadly? That's an interesting one. We got to learn a little bit about alligators. Others have wanted to know about antlers and things, so we need to do more about animals and biology, it looks like, and about alligators. You know that alligators, they come down with a whole lot of force, but they don't have a lot of force opening up their jaws. So if you can get their mouths closed, you can hold them closed. At least full-grown people usually can. You probably can too. How is it that you can balance? Great thought, because it's dealing with your inner ear. And you know what? I'm a pilot. When you're flying, sometimes you can't balance because you can't see. So maybe we should learn about that. That'll be fun, the balance thing. I'm going to try to remember that one. How do you make buildings? We could learn more about building stuff. That's a good idea. Why do bouncy balls bounce? Great physics question. You're going to learn that, and you're going to study that in high school, too. And we'll learn more about it. How do balloons float? And then talk to your parents about, remember, your homework is, how come I can push a knitting needle right through a balloon? And a plastic bendy straw right through a potato. Be thinking about that. And I can only do it if I hold my thumb over the end of it. Why is that? How do you make helium? You know what? Helium isn't made. We mine it. We're going to run out of it. It just comes. It already exists, and we take it out of the earth. But we'll talk about that. What is ink made of? Great. How do you make the color purple? Great. Only recently did I spoke Spanish all my life, but only recently, just a couple of years ago, did I learn the word purple. Because you know what? Cowboys don't wear purple, and Mormon missionaries, where I served in Bolivia, they don't wear purple. I never learned purple. I did that recently. Purpura or violeta or morada. How do you get feathers for a pillow? That's a good one. How's fabric made? We could look at that. In fact, I have some Navajo rugs. Maybe we should learn about how Navajos weave and then how a big machine weaves. Why does it snow? Why is there a place called London? They named it after you. And by the way, there's a London, Connecticut too. There's not just a London, England. There's one in Connecticut. Why haven't we been to Mars yet? It's going to be our next big place. So you have great. What's inside a rock? Some rocks, not much, but some rocks it's different because it's cooled and crystallized in there. When an animal poops, why does the poop eventually break down and disappear? And it's actually important to us because it gives us fertilizer and things. How does a fan work? How do you become a scientist? Why does a car need gas? You know, my pickup that I drive runs on natural gas, not the gas we pump in cars. So some cars run on electricity. Mine runs on natural gas, which just comes out of the earth. And then most of our cars run on either diesel or regular gasoline. Maybe we got to learn how that works, how an engine works, because you're blowing stuff up and it reciprocates up and down. Maybe we should learn about that. This is great. I'm going to make lists of the things we want to do, but here's your homework. Start learning more about the things you want to know more about with your parents in the next few days or so, and then you'll be able to teach us more about it. So that's your investigations part, where you start learning more about the things you're interested in. And then I don't know if I can get to all of the ones you're interested in, but it's okay to have lots of things you're interested in. Think about our object of mystery. What's that for? Monday I'm going to let us guess some more, and then I'm going to tell you what it is. So we're going to act like a scientist there. And remember, this is not just a hat rack, and you are really using your brain. I'm very impressed. So thank you. We'll see you Monday. Take care.